Hi, I'm Adam Jennings, and this is Signals, a short series about tuning in to what's already changing. In the last episode, I talked about judgment becoming scarce. And when something becomes scarce, the next question we should ask is, who do we trust with it? Because right now, organizations and candidates are both saying the same thing. Hiring feels broken. Roles stay open for longer. CVs look impressive, but they don't tell much. Interviews often reward rehearsal more than judgment on both sides of the table. And I want to be crystal clear that none of this is a failure of the candidates. It is a mismatch between how work now actually happens and how hiring still works. And underneath all of that is a quieter signal. The old markers of trust aren't working the way they used to. When output was hard to produce, credentials made sense. Where you'd worked, what title you had, how many years have you been in the industry. But in a world where output is cheap, those signals weaken because almost anyone now can show you something. And that changes what hiring really becomes. It stops being about proof of capability and becomes more about proof of judgment. Can I trust how you decide? Can I trust what you say no to? Can I trust how you navigate through ambiguity when there's no longer a playbook? And those questions go both ways. And this is why reputation is quietly becoming more important than portfolios or CVs. It's not reputation as self-promotion. It's reputation as a pattern. How people talk about you when you're not in the room, how you show up when you're doing the work, how you leave things better than they were when you started. These signals are slower, they're harder to fake, and much more revealing. And increasingly, they're what decisions are being made on, even if organizations aren't admitting it yet. And this shift is uncomfortable for organizations because it doesn't scale easily. You can't spreadsheet it. You can't automate it. You can't outsource it to a process, not fully, but it's also uncomfortable for the individuals, for the candidates, because reputation can't be polished in a weekend. It's built slowly through consistency, through judgment calls that might not pay off for a considerable amount of time, which means the work has shifted from optimizing how we present ourselves to being much more intentional about how we operate. So if judgment is becoming more valuable and trust is the real hiring signal, then the question isn't just how do I stand out, but what am I teaching people they can trust me with?